Charlie Dillon here from the newfury.com, and actually here on this fantastic RV tonight. You know, first time I saw it tonight when I was coming to the show, I kind of wanted to buy it or get one on my own. But that is a totally irrelevant comment to this conversation we're having tonight, because we're actually here at Bourbon Street in Newport, actually with a new friend of mine, someone that I've grown up listening to a lot. I'm sure a lot of you probably have, whether it's with Full Devil Jacket or Day of Fire. Pick a band and you've probably heard them before. Why don't you introduce yourself, what band you play in, and stuff like that.
Yeah, my name is Josh Brown. I play in Full Devil Jacket. I'm also singing bands called the Voodoo Hippies, A New Rebel, and Day of Fire. Yeah, man, I'm a singer-songwriter in Jackson, Tennessee, and that's what I do.
So first question for you, you know, I just got done seeing you guys about over an hour ago, and you know, I grew up listening to bands like you guys, Fuel, Breaking Benjamin, stuff
Sure.
like that, and you know, I know you probably listen to a lot of those guys, maybe
Sure.
even toured with them and stuff like that.
Yeah, Fuel.
So what's it like going back on tour after, you know, a long time not even being in Full Devil Jack? What have been some of the experiences so far?
Yeah, well, you know, it's kind of a rebuilding process, man. You know, the last record we released was 12 years ago. So we got on the Kickstarter program and we raised 15 grand, and our fans were kind enough to give their hard-earned money so that we could do a new record. So now we're taking that record, we're shopping it to record labels, and we're about to get it on the radio, and we're going to start touring again. And I'll be right back in the same circle with Fuel and our old friends. You know? So that's the experience. Right now we're in the building process. We're doing small shows, connecting with local bands, and just getting the name back out there again, getting the music back out there. And it's been a good time, man. It's been beautiful.
You know, you mentioned having the Kickstarter fund out when you guys did that, and that's actually how I, you know, heard of you guys again.
Right.
I thought that was a really cool thing to do. Why did you guys, as a band, decide to do the Kickstarter?
Well, you know, the original plan was to come to Jackson, Tennessee, and record a record on our own at Keith Foster's studio. Keith, our drummer, he built the studio. We got into the studio, we worked for about 6 weeks, and we realized that we needed a sixth person, a producer, to come in and help us to arrange and organize all the ideas. Because, you know, I've never produced a record on my own. I've been a part of 5 or 6 records, but you know, I'm more comfortable with someone who's on the outside looking in, helping to collaborate, helping to organize. And we decided that a couple of friends of ours, Justin Cross Tracks, and he was actually in a band called 12 Stones, you know. And he's a good friend of ours. He came in and listened to our music and really helped us bring out the hooks. He helped us to really concentrate on the essence of the songs, and it really worked out, man. I mean, we're happy with the record. You know, I would say it's the best written record and produced record I've ever done. So, you know, it's all a process, man. You know, I'm a songwriter. I make records, and that's what I'll do for the rest of my life. And I've always worked with a producer, and I've always had great product from that. So, this is Moose right here. Moose is
hi.
Hey.
So.
Yeah. So yeah, man, we had a good time working with Justin, and we're probably going to record a couple new songs with him when this record gets released through a record company. We use them.
And Josh has got quite a few, a very nice library of songs for us to choose from to work with on this. And we just got to walk through our process, find out which couple songs will be a great additive towards the record, and work with our management team and everything like that, and do it properly. I mean, we're taking our time doing this right.
right.
Because there's so many bands get out there and just take the first offer there, and then they're screwed. You know. Me and Josh got a lot of background, a lot of history touring with bands. He's been a musician for years and years and years. I've been touring with bands as a technician. Now I'm in a band with him, and we're combining our idealism, our knowledge. We're going to do this the best way we can. You know, the safest way, because there's so many avenues to take once joining in and becoming part of the machine. You know. So we're making sure we're taking the right path on this. We got to do it.
Yeah.
And I think so far what we got going on, I think we're doing a good job at the right direction. And we'll see. But we're excited, man. We're so excited. Can't believe the response we had tonight here at the club, and we're ready to keep going. Ready.
With that said, why do you think it's important for bands and people who aren't necessarily as experienced as you in the music industry to, you know, research record labels and stuff like that carefully? Or why do you think that's important?
Well, because so many bands, you know, go out and sell hundreds of thousands to millions of records, and they wind up with no money. You know, and that's just a fact. We have many friends in the industry that have, you know, sold millions of records. And,
exactly.
You know, at the end of the day, their management or their other nefarious teammates have, you know, made sure they didn't make that money.
Yeah, they go in and jump in on the first deal offered to them, and they don't read the fine print, and they notice all of a sudden, 80% of everything's going to this company, 22% is going to this company. We owe 2% to somebody. You know, it could be crazy like that. I know so many bands has been screwed over major that way. So that's why we're all taking our time about this and doing it right.
And there are still some good companies out there, man. There are many good companies that help bands that get a leg up, and you know that's some of the guys we're talking to right now.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So what exactly have been some of the things?
You with no hair, the big fucker.
Oh, hi. Anyway, so what have been, or when you guys have been, you know, shopping for albums and labels and stuff like that, what have been some of the things that, you know, you take into account and you look for when you're looking for a record label?
Well, you know, we don't want to get too deep into it because we're talking to a few labels right now. We don't want to say anything that would offend them because, like I said, there's some good labels out there, but you just always have to make sure that when doing a contract, at the end of the day, you make the money. You know, you know, it's always good to share money. If somebody wants to invest in our business, we want them to make money. But you've got to make sure that you're going to make money too. And you know, so many times in this industry, you know, it doesn't work like that. You know, it just doesn't.
And in fact, that we're starting over in a sense. I mean, completely start over as if a brand new band. You know.
That's right.
So we've got to convince these people that we're dedicated. We're here. We're going to do what we promised. We're going to do what the album has. We're going to perform those songs, you know, and we're 100%. And we're old school, so we've seen a lot of things come and go. I've seen bands make the craziest, little smallest decision that flipped around and just ruined their career. Done. I'm trying to incorporate that into our project as well as you are and all the other band members. Take our time. We were hoping that the album would be released a little earlier, like released before now, but now we realize get things in gear, properly lined up, bam, and then release the album properly, distribution, label, blah, blah, blah. It can go on and on. But that's why we're taking our time to do it right. So not only are we treated fair, we're not looking to become millionaires at all. We just want to put music out there and get by, be able to make house payments, you know.
Take care of our children.
We're old enough to know the rock star thing. Oh, I'm a rock star. Whatever, man. We're musicians, you know.
Yeah, we love people
who
love our music.
Exactly.
We love people in general. I'm not really, I don't really like wolves. You know, I stay away from wolves, but I like people. You know, and there's a lot of wolves out there. You know?
Oh yeah. The wolves will come in and bite you in the ass and take everything you got.
I've got a song on the new Rebel EP. Which did you get one of those download cards?
I did not, because I am constantly broke.
Yeah, we got to get
No,
that.
This is free, dude. Here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Can we give them our download
Free
card?
stuff. You have to
Merch
support these guys now.
No, it's in there. Download card. Yeah, it's got a record on. It's got a song on an album that comes with New Rebel. A New Rebel is, as a matter of fact, anybody can take that card right there and go ahead and pull around. Get free music right off that card right now.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
So,
I'm gonna pull
you know, I have a song on there that says, "They're wolves in wolves' clothing." They're not sheep in wolves' clothing. They're wolves in wolves' clothing. You know how they dressed, and you know, man, you just got to be careful. This world is full of wolves. We're not wolves. Now we can fight like wolves.
Yeah,
We're sheep, but we're not sheep to the system. We're sheep to the man upstairs. Yeah. And that's the man that we follow.
One of the really interesting things that I know about you guys is that you played Woodstock '99. I mean,
Right.
How many bands can one person beat in their entire life having played Woodstock '99? I mean,
Right.
that was infamous for all kinds of things.
Right.
Especially you, Josh. Can you tell us a little bit more about some of the crazy stuff that went on there?
Yeah, I can tell you a great experience from that. You know, when you think about me playing Woodstock '99, you think of Korn on one side of the stage and Metallica on the other, 250,000 people on each side. We played a small stage, small
enclosed airplane hangar.
Yeah, with who was there? Buck Cherry was on that stage.
Buck Cherry was on it.
CC DeVille was on that stage.
Yeah, CC solo thing.
Yeah, and what was that American? What? There was another band called American.
Yeah, that band.
Those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, my experience with Woodstock '99, there was no water, there was no air conditioning, and me and my brother sat on a piece of wood out in the middle of a parking lot in 107-degree weather. And that was the most comfortable place to sit.
Let's stick the sticker on first.
So, you know, man, it was but it was a great experience. I appreciated the people for putting on the show, but you know, man, this life cannot just be about money.
That's right.
And you know, I'm all about capitalism, but I'm not all about Darwinian capitalism, which means I'm going to get mine and screw everybody else. I'm going to get mine, and that is what's pushed upon society. And that's what the system pushes. And I'm not about that anymore, man. I'm about, I want to be able to pay for my family, but I don't want to keep somebody else from paying for their family to get what I have to get. And, you know, it's just a different approach. And, you know, I'm not all about having the best clothes and having the best money. I want people to come and enjoy my music, and I want them to be a part of my family. Because when you buy music from me, you're paying for my children to eat, and I don't consider you lesser for that. I consider you greater for that, and you're a friend of mine if you buy my music. So that's what I look at. It's about friends and family, and this is what it's about. You're part of the family, man. You're helping us. You're helping us put out our music to the world, and I appreciate you for doing that.
All right. So a couple more questions.
I'm signing an autograph on the guitar right now.
This is a crazy interview. There's like 100 people. Show all the people in this RV right now. This is what's going on in this RV.
And these are all just fans that have come to see you.
This fellow right here booked us at this gig tonight.
Second time.
And we appreciate you very much.
Absolutely. We'll have you back again.
Yes, sir.
That guitar looks awesome, by the way.
Yeah, of course. Awesome. It's like a new one, too. Dean was one of the first guitar companies that ever gave me guitars.
Really? Good friends with Elliot.
Dean? Hey, man.
Dean.
Could you put a word out? Let them know we're playing again? I would love to play his guitar specifically.
Like a blues. Okay, I didn't know you guys weren't endorsed.
We're not.
Really?
Yeah. And Dean, man, I love those guys.
They're great.
If they, if I could work out something with them, I would do it with them.
Really, you got to go through Josh. Yeah, Josh Maloney.
Josh Maloney.
Yeah, that's.
Give a word for us.
Dude, I'm endorsed with them.
Give a word for us.
Yeah, I can throw that in. You guys want to do a photo? Sorry to interrupt the interview, man. He just wanted to get this
hey,
hung
this
up.
is cool.
It's good stuff for an interview, isn't it?
Yeah, you know,
appreciate
one
it.
of the things about this is it shows a lot of viewers that all these bands are human. They have fans that come up to them and support them. That's really neat at all.
That's right. And we're not rock stars, man. And you know what? If you see us playing at a venue or a festival that holds 100,000 people,
They had this bitch parked in
we'll
my
be the
front.
same. Might be a few more people between you and us.
sleep in it, or do you let him sleep in the house?
I had drugs. I had air mattresses.
I'll never
The whole
blow you
thing
off.
blowed up with
I'm
comforters.
saying that I don't do
They're
that.
like, "Nah, we're gonna sleep."
I don't love
Oh,
yourself.
fuck, I was drunk.
Unless they're wolves.
They're like, "No, we'll have a Bud
Unless they're
Light."
wolves. You heard it here first.
You're not a wolf.
You didn't make it at all.
So a couple more questions I have for you.
Pissing next to the mailbox.
You spent all the time in Day of Fire, and you were even nominated for, was it a Grammy or a Dove Award? I can't remember.
Both.
But
Won
both
the
of them.
Dove. Did not win the Grammy. I didn't even want to win the Grammy. All the way up to the point when they they were calling the names. I was like, oh, the Grammy. I didn't win it. It's okay. You know, I really don't hold a lot of stock in all that anymore. I really learned what it's all about, and you know, I respect the bands that do. And I don't, douchebag them for winning that. But my life's not about awards. I've signed 3 record deals. I've traveled to 11 different countries. I've played for hundreds of thousands of people at one show. I played Woodstock '99. I've done all that. You know what? What matters is how you treat people. I only learned that after I got out of the record business, and that's the greatest lesson I've ever learned. It's how you treat people, and you're a king in my book if you treat people with love and respect.
They got to do work.
Something else I find very interesting about you personally is, you know, obviously Full Devil Jacket went their separate ways because you overdosed on drugs.
I overdosed on drugs, but a lot of people think that you know, I stepped out of that lifestyle and that deal because at that point, if I would have continued, I would have died. You know, and I stepped away from it sober because I couldn't step back into it
Around the country.
in that situation.
Town to town.
Stay sober. You know, I did it for my family. I did it for my wife and my children, and I would never. I regret that I was unable to fulfill the contract. I regret that I was unable to continue with my band at that time, but it was all I could do. And it was the hardest thing I ever did, to step away from what I wanted to do my entire life. But I'm back, and I'm thankful for all the guys. You know, I've worked with a lot of the same people I worked with back then, and they understand. They understand it was a life change, and I need it. You know, so it's I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed because there's so many people that care about me and care about my heart and my music and my art. And I'm one of the richest people in the world, even though I drive an $800 car. I'm the richest people in the world because I have so many people that love and help me. So I try to give that back.
You know, obviously having sold hundreds of thousands of records,
About 300,000.
300,000 is a crazy amount for any band, but especially in today's climate, if you sell that many records, you're headlining, you know, arenas and stuff like that. Kind of, pretty much.
Yeah, no, I've played with Creed for 65,000 people in Dallas. You know, I've headlined a festival in New Zealand for 30,000 people twice. You know, so, you know, man, and I love it. That's cool. That's fun. But it doesn't make me any better than you. You know, it's just what I do. I play music. You know,
That's something I've noticed, because a lot of fans will meet bands and they'll be like, "Oh my God, they're my favorite band. They're so cool." It's like, why do you fawn all over them? Because they're just like you. They're musicians.
Yeah, but some guys don't think about it like that. Some guys take all that stuff to heart, and they feel that they need that plateau to be over people, and we don't need that. How you doing, my brother? This is the singer for Generator.
What's up, man? I'm Shannon. Nice to meet you, man.
Bradley.
We're doing an interview. Sit down with us.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. My bad.
We have friends.
I just danced on in.
Yeah, man. This is our friend from Generator.
I'm Shannon Fitz.
Yeah, man. Just did a kick-ass show, man. And we're doing an interview here. Be a part of this interview.
Cool. I'm down. Who are we interviewing for?
Oh, the newfury.com.
Newfury.com. Badass. Cool.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I will actually ask both of you one last question. If you were stranded on a desert island for the rest of your life, you could only bring 5 albums with you, what would they be and why?
Oh, it would be Pink Floyd, The Wall, Pink Floyd, Animals, Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here, Failure, Fantastic Planet, and I got the last one. Oh, he's a country singer.
Randy Williams?
He did a record called Towns. It was hey, who did a record called Towns? It was by the guitar player's country guy who did Copperhead Road. Steve Earle. Copperhead Road. One of the best records I've ever listened to in my life. Steve Earle, Towns. Why those records from top to bottom. Great records, and they inspired me. They inspired me to write today. I do a lot of acoustic stuff. You want to hear some acoustic stuff?
Yes, we love acoustic
Where's
stuff.
my acoustic?
I highly recommend this.
Hey, you'll need to probably cut this so I can tune.
Oh, you want to name your 5?
Steel Panther, Feel the Steel.
I love them. They're funny.
White Pony, Deftones. Led Zeppelin, 1. Let's see. What's my CD player right now? I actually know what's my CD player. Zeppelin. Foreigner. Right? And Billy Joel.
Which one?
Any of them? River of Dreams. That's a good record.
That is good. That is good.
Very underrated.
You want to hear a song?
I do. Of course we want to hear a song.
Nobody home today, just a cold wind blowing through your masquerade. I'm noticing the growing space between us. I'm watching as you walk away, leaving me caught by your tourniquet. You know the game is a play-by-play repeater. I'm kind of used to being less than you expected. To disappear.
Cut that. I'll have to do a. Oh, this one's gonna be good. Oh, this is probably my favorite. Alright. You ready? Cut that one for me. You do that. Alright. No, I got this one. It's blues. Hub City Blues, what this is.
Lady, lady, where have you gone? I've been waiting here so long, and maybe our times have come. No many, your heart's alone. And well, let you go. Forever gonna hold on to you forever. Lady, why did you run far away from my love? And maybe I'll be traveling on that highway that leads me home. And where did you run to? Where have you gone? I've been waiting here on you, girl. Waiting here so long. If you ever come back again, I'm gonna never let you go. Gonna hold on to you forever. Ooh, and lady, why did you run far away? I gotta take you to Buzz.
Hell yeah. That's sick. I like that.
I gotta do one more.
I'll close up my tab really quick. I'll back in a second, dude.
Slow.
Oh, yeah, I'll see you in a second.
One more time. Ready?
I'm ready.
This is the one we just gotta hear this one.
Okay.
Baby love, one so beautiful to me. Baby love, you lived your life so carelessly. You cast your babies to the fire. Vanity is your heart's desire. Baby love, and baby love, you fornicate throughout the earth. Baby love, in what hour you will burn. You cast your babies to the fire. Vanity is your heart's desire. Oh baby love.
Whether you guarantee me $500,000, $200,000, whatever it is that you
It's a nursery rhyme.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Anyway,
the two
probably had a couple more beers and shit.
You do a good job. I was gonna say, when you were doing an acoustic album,
Yeah, I'm working on it. Really? So many songs, dude. I'm working on. I'm doing a project called Hub City 333. Right there. Hub City 333. And that's me and my friends in Jackson, Tennessee. Doing music, you know. It's all the musicians that I would love to play with and haven't had a chance to because I'm busy doing other stuff. Bringing them in to do Hub City 333.
Alright, one last question for you before we wrap this up. You have anything you'd like to tell your friends, fans, and family back home?
Yeah, I'd like to tell my little girls, Cadence and Carmen, I love you forever. Mom, I love you forever. Rick, I love you forever. Matt, I love you forever. And thank you for supporting me forever.
Well, thank you guys for watching this interview today. Be sure to check out Full Double Jacket on the road because I'm sure they're going to be touring a lot more. This makes me happy because I really want to like spin kick people during Green Night because I don't know why. It's a scene kid to me. But anyway, thanks for doing this interview. It's been good getting to know you. And be sure to check out this interview and more at thenewfury.com. Later.